Go ahead and shoot. Go on, shoot, shoot. Hold it. I win.
What's your name, Private?
James Bustard.
You count yourself a tough man?
None tougher than the 7th or any other damn Yankee regiment. General, sir. But I'm forgetting. It isn't General anymore, is it? Maybe you ought to be taking down another peg or two, General. I fought against you at Gettysburg and Appomattox. I don't fancy us being on the same side.
Easy, soldier. Fight's over.
Welcome to the regiment, General.
Captain Keogh, he won't carry any tales.
My name is George Armstrong Custer. Rank, Lieutenant Colonel, United States Cavalry. Formerly, Brevet Major General. Found guilty of dereliction of duty and suspended from rank for 1 year. By order of General Phil Sheridan, reinstated commander of the 7th Regiment as of now. The 7th was my first command after the war. I was proud of it. I intend to be proud of it again. Take a couple of men in a wagon and get my gear from the railroad station. Don't be nervous about the dogs. Be quite gentle. And return that mule, Sergeant.
Yes, sir, but you see, I'm not...
Don't ever contradict your new commanding officer, Sergeant Bustard.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yes. Attention! I was court-martialed for being absent from my post without official leave. Should any of you commit the same crime, I shall consider him a deserter and ordered to be shot. Good night.
At 24, he had been the youngest general in the Civil War. Within 5 years, he had been reduced in rank and sent west to be forgotten. But he was not the kind of man to let the world forget. His name, George Armstrong Custer.
Be especially careful with that trunk. At ease, Captain. I believe you welcomed me to the fort last night.
Begging your pardon, sir, but the general is mistaken.
You are Captain Keogh, aren't you?
That I am, because I've never laid eyes on the general before, sir.
Then we must get acquainted soon, Captain. And my rank is Lieutenant Colonel.
As you wish, General.
Trooper, take these animals to the cookhouse and see that they're fed. Isn't it Captain Reno bearing down on us?
Oh, then you're acquainted.
Captain Reno never quite got over the fact that I followed him at West Point. And now he has to follow me. The salt that really burns the wound is that I graduated 34th in a class of 34.
Custer, General Terry left orders.
Stand at attention.
I beg the Colonel's pardon. I wasn't aware the Colonel had been returned to active duty.
Where is General Terry, Captain Keogh?
He's on patrol with the 5th Cavalry, sir. He's due back in 2 days.
2 days. Sergeant Bustard, saddle my horse.
Yes, sir.
Oh, for your information, Captain, I'm not on active duty until I report to General Terry. Stand at ease.
The boy, General. You'd think they'd have more sense than to reinstate him.
Why now?
I've served with him before. Look at him. 28 years old. Arrogant, conceited. Never mind. You'll find out.
I'm looking forward to it.
There's General Terry in the column, sir. We can wait here. They have to go through the valley and come up this way.
Down there, Keogh. Are they on General Terry's line of march?
They'll knock off a dozen of our men for sure.
Not if we can help it.
They'll ride right into that hornet's nest. They've got to be warned.
Wait. Those Kiowa are too close. One shot and they'll be right on top of us.
But General Terry in the 5th, sir.
Instead of letting Terry come to them, let's take them to him. Let's ride, Sergeant.
Prepare for action!
Reform the column, Captain.
Yes, sir. Lieutenant Colonel Custer reporting for duty, sir.
I expect to see you in my office first thing in the morning, Colonel.
Afternoon, General Terry. I heard shots. Any trouble?
Any important?
I'm William Timon, the post sutler. Wait, you're General Custer. I've seen pictures of you.
Been plenty of them printed.
Well, I carry all the officers on my books. Just ask for anything you want, anytime.
I'll remember that, Mr. Timon.
Remember, anything, anytime.
Thank you.
Good.
Dante, my friend. Well, I didn't expect to find a Sioux in Satanta's Kiowa country.
I've asked my friend Crazy Horse, war chief of the Lakota Nation, to come and listen to your words.
Crazy Horse. Good, good. You saved me the bother of looking you up later.
Many such guns?
As many as you want, and all the shells you can shoot.
Where can we get them?
You buy them from me.
Good. We trade for buffalo hide.
No, not for hides.
What is it you want? Our land? Our women? What do we have left that the white man hasn't already taken from us?
Gold. My price is $100 in gold or money for each gun, and I'll throw in a case of shells for every one you want.
But we have no gold or money.
You can get it.
Bring the guns. We will get the money.
This territory is in a state of war, and it's time that you remembered that.
Uncle, I am not a child you can frighten with tales of wicked red men who eat their young.
For the last time, I forbid you to ride beyond the limits of this post without an escort.
And for the last time, may I remind you that I'm fully capable of looking out for myself. Oh, I beg your pardon, Colonel. Please forgive my clumsiness.
My fault entirely, Miss...
Anne Landry.
Miss Landry? You wanted to see me, sir?
I expected you an hour ago, Custer.
I wasn't aware you'd specified the hour, General Terry.
Custer, for the record, I don't like you. You're too sure of yourself. Too much your own man.
Then why did you bring me back?
Because, by the Almighty, you're a soldier. There's another kind of war brewing out here in the frontier. We're going to need every trained man that we can get. And that's why I supported Phil Sheridan in his campaign, to give you another chance.
No matter what your reasons are, I thank you.
Save your thanks. Come along.
Hut! 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 Hut!
Hold! I want you to take a close look at your new command.
The scum of the earth. No enlisted man in uniform can be arrested or tried for any civil offense. That makes the Army a hideout for thieves, renegades, murderers. Throw in a few foreign immigrants, professional soldiers, and ex-Confederates, and that's what's become of your glorious 7th.
I've made fighting men out of worse than these.
What you've made are powerful enemies who fought against your reinstatement, men who want to see you fail, disgraced. My orders are to give you and your 7th every dirty, back-breaking job that comes along.
Where do you stand in this?
I'm a soldier, not a politician. We'll go by the book, nothing else. You understand me?
I always understood you, General. The trouble is, you never understood me.
Blasted girls know better at taking orders than you are.
Sergeant. Yes, sir. We've got a lot of work to do. You can begin by releasing those men. We're going to make cavalry soldiers out of them.
Yes, sir. Hey. All right, let's start from the beginning. This is a horse. It's got 4 legs. 2 more than you got. It is something you ride. And in order to ride it, you got to get on top of it. Do you understand that, Oblinsky? All right, now I'm going to show you again. And watch. Prepare to mount. Mount. Prepare to dismount. Dismount. All right, now let's try it again. Prepare to mount. Mount! Straighten up those ranks. You're supposed to be cavalry soldiers. Of all the blasted, nit-witted ninnies I've ever had the misfortune to meet up with.
Not too hard, Sergeant. Men, you're making progress. Just keep at it long enough and you'll see how easy it is. Carry on, Sergeant.
It's easy enough for you officers. You don't have to run that obstacle course.
Who said that?
Comes the 5th Cavalry, back from patrol. Take care of these monsters for me, will you?
Hi, General.
Dang and blast the river, General! If you ain't a sight for sore eyes. Hell up on you, Joe. You smelly old goat. It's been a long time. Too long. I see the 5th have wounded.
Yeah, we suffered a mighty casualties. Them Kiowas is getting further shooting a whole lot better.
Well, that's Terry's niece with the column.
Yeah, she come to busting on to us out yonder.
We better go have a look.
Yeah, I'll go catch old Kitten or I'll spend the rest of this campaign afoot.
I'm glad you're back safely, Miss Landry.
There was no need for concern, Colonel Custer. And please don't tell me my uncle was right about my riding alone. I know he was. I was just too stubborn to admit it.
You and I have a lot in common.
That's what the general tells me.
Am I held up as a bad example?
A very bad example. On Wednesday evenings, General Terry usually asks the officers of the 7th to dine with him. Will you come tonight?
My privilege and pleasure, Miss Maunder.
Once the news spreads east that there's gold in the Black Hills, government orders or not, there'll be a rush of fortune hunters out here bigger than 49. There aren't going to be enough troops in the country to keep them out.
And after the prospectors will come the whiskey traders and the land speculators.
And then what, General? A major attack by the tribes. I'm loath to agree with Captain Reno in anything, but in this he's right. As professional soldiers, we'd best leave the question of morality to those whose job it is. Our job is to fight. A well-trained, fully complemented 7th could handle anything they could muster.
The 7th has its assignment, Mr. Custer. Training and work details.
If that attack comes tomorrow, those men will be as useless as a gaggle of geese in a barnyard.
Change the subject, Mr. Custer.
The subject is important, sir.
You're forgetting yourself, Mr. Custer.
I beg the General's pardon. Request permission to withdraw.
Permission granted.
I'm sorry, Miss Anne, for not thanking you for your excellent dinner.
For a moment, I was afraid you were apologizing for losing your temper. I never can do that either. You like fighting, don't you? Why?
Half my life has been spent as a soldier. When I was a boy, I read about Napoleon's cavalry commander, Murat. He never worried about finding his way, for he always rode to the sound of the guns. Without the sound of the guns to ride to, I'm lost. Can you understand that? Captain, I think the fighting 7th can use a little brawn over there. Captain Reno, you'll dig in here with Company B in case of attack. Captain Keogh, form up and mount Company C. No packs, 20 rounds to each man.
Lord Almighty.
Iowa. Sergeant Bustard.
Yes, sir.
Go get Company B and bury these men.
Yes, sir.
Captain Keogh.
Aye.
Move out.
Trip C, move out!
PMS's wagon and escort to Fort Dodge, sir, were attacked by Kiowas. The entire detail was massacred.
Every man?
The only way to stop them is to hit them hard, now. We can strike from two different directions and one
Mr.
considered...
Custer, the duties of the 5th Cavalry are to pursue and engage the enemy when necessary. The duties of the 7th are to provision Fort Hayes for the coming winter.
The 7th is supposed to be a cavalry regiment, not a labor battalion.
The 7th will be whatever I order it to be, Mr. Custer. You have your orders. Dismissed.
As you were. Are you aware, Mr. Keogh, that there's a military regulation against officers fraternizing with enlisted men?
Extenuating circumstances, sir. I share my quarters with Captain Reno.
Oh, I see. In that case, carry on. But must you go on playing that dirge? I think we could all use a little cheering up, Captain.
Sure, and you're right, General. There's a lively little tune from the County Limerick. And I've been thinking, too, it would make a smashing regimental song for the 7th.
Prepare to mount. Mount.
Straight up a flag. Sergeant, prepare to mount. 7th Cavalry, prepare to mount.
5th Cavalry, right forward.
Mount.
2's right. Oh!
Keep well ahead.
Remember, let them come in close.
away, we're cut off. Dismount and fight on foot!
How you feeling, General?
4 days must be warned.
I reckon I could make it.
No, get to Custer. Not so far. Give him my orders. He's to return to Fort Hays, organize a defense against an immediate attack. Tell him he's not to relieve this column until that is done. And tell Custer that's a direct order.
All right, sir.
Let him go. He will bring more soldiers to die here.
Colonel Custer! Colonel Custer! Colonel Custer, sir! It's the 5th!
Take it easy, Joe. What about the 5th?
Cow is at Beecher's Creek. Darn near wiped out the whole outfit.
Wiped out? Go on.
They had double-barreled, heavy-gauge shotguns. Just cut us clean to ribbons. General Terry says to go back to Fort Hays and to organize a defense against an immediate attack. He says don't try a rescue till that's done. He says that's a direct order.
How long can they hold out?
Not more than a few hours.
Company C, prepare them out. It's time to show them the 7th can fight.
General Terry's orders, sir.
Captain Reno, mount your troop. Sergeant Bustard, I want 2 men to ride to Fort Hays and warn them.
Yes, sir.
Company B, prepare to mount! Custer, you fool, don't charge.
Biff's down yonder in the bottom in that brush. And the Indians are scattered out along this bank here and up that slope on the other side.
There's no cover for us down there. You'd ride right into that trap.
You say they've got shotguns. What's the range? 30 or 35 yards?
Oh, I reckon maybe 40.
Captain Keogh, I want the range of those shotguns marked at 40 yards. Get out there and make a good guess.
Aye, General. Sergeant Bustard, would you care to accompany me?
My pleasure.
I'll get you down.
Past the marker until we draw their fire.
Range march, sir.
Form twos!
Be company! Form twos!
Forward! Ho!
Wiped out.
Watch and learn. They'll draw their fire out of range at the markers. Then when they try to reload, he'll charge. That's Custer.
Now! Shoot! Shoot, you fools! Shoot! On the charge! Charge!
And more important, I gave you a direct order to return to this post, Mr. Custer.
I received the general's orders, sir, and was carrying them out.
By riding in the opposite direction of this fort?
The general's order did not specify the route I was to take in getting here, sir.
Mr. Custer, I am recommending that you and your men be cited for gallantry. And now let me remind you of your orders. The 7th is assigned to garrison and foraging detail until those orders are countermanded. Do you understand me, sir?
Yes, sir.
Well, now, what's the word, General?
Mount the men. We're still on the labor force. Spread them out! Move! Right forward! Teeth right! Ho!
cavalry. Draw, sabers. Present, sabers.
Cavalry! Eyes! Right!
Tonight's episode has been a fictional drama.